Lend Lease for Ukraine. What weapons Ukraine received. Today we'll find out what weapons will be provided under the already signed Lend Lease for Ukraine and how it'll change the course of history. Watch to the end. Enjoy watching. 1. RSZO M142 HIMARS. The MLRS M142 HIMARS, or High Mobility Artillery Rocket System, as of today, is currently the deadliest American multiple rocket launcher system and can be used not only as a multiple rocket launcher, but also as an operational tactical missile system. By design, the launcher is mounted on a Stewart and Stevenson 6x6 light-wheeled armored high mobility truck with a fully armored crew part. This vehicle is 7 meters long and 2.4 meters wide. The combat weight of the self-propelled launcher with ammunition reaches up to 11 tons, but with all that, it can reach a speed of 85 kilometers per hour and have a range of 480 kilometers. Surprisingly, this combat vehicle can be delivered to the place of battle by military transport aircraft C-130, which greatly increases its mobility. The crew is 3 persons consisting of a crew chief, an operator, and a driver, but if necessary, all operations to control the fighting vehicle can be performed by one person, and the control of drive gears is carried out from the console placed in the cabin. In 10 minutes, such a vehicle comes to a full combat readiness and can fire at a rate of 6 rounds per minute with 227mm rockets, depending on their modification. For example, M270, MLRS, and M142 HIMARS systems can hit targets at a distance of 32 to 70 kilometers, and with the increased range, GM LRS ER rocket even at 150-kilometer distance. It's worth mentioning that these self-propelled artillery systems are also equipped with the M140A2 HIMARS missile system, so both systems have a striking effectiveness and a maximum range of up to 300 to 500 kilometers. In practice, this means that one M142 or two M270 610mm ATACMS missiles could replace many 227mm rounds. 2. M2 Bradley. It's a heavy American infantry fighting vehicle designed both for transportation of infantry and for its direct support in combat, which has armor protection from 25mm shells from as far as 300 meters and the sides from 14.5mm machine guns. The M2A3 generation also received dynamic protection. BMP M2 Bradley was developed at the peak of the Cold War for the European theater of operations as a response to the creation of the Soviet BMP-1 and BMP-2. Since then, these vehicles have had time to participate in several conflicts and have shown their effectiveness both in clashes with regular units and in counter-guerrilla warfare, namely the development of a fundamentally new armor protection system of the BMP. It consists of several screens made of layers of steel with different hardness. The outer shield was set at a distance of 100 to 150mm from the vehicle body and the inner shield. This design provides a level of protection that exceeds all existing at the time of the materials and technical solutions. The BMP and BRM Bradley are armed with a 25mm Bushmaster stabilized automatic cannon with chain-driven automatics and a dual-feed system. The system includes 2 types of shells, the high explosive M792 and a massive 185 grams, and is loaded with 34 grams of composition B. Its muzzle velocity of 1,100 meters per second. It pierced about 60mm thick armor. The cannon was paired with the M240C machine gun of 7.62mm caliber. Tow-guided missiles are used against armored vehicles starting from A1 series TOW-2. Weight of the guided missile is about 6 kilograms. The launch container for 2 missiles is located on the left side of the BMP turret. Additional anti-tank guided missiles are in the Bradley's combat compartment. 3. M109A6 Paladin SAM system. The Patriot is an air defense system manufactured by Raytheon in the United States. The main purpose is to intercept tactical ballistic and cruise missiles. The radius of engagement of ballistic targets up to 15 kilometers at a maximum altitude of 20 kilometers. The probability of engaging an airplane is 0.8 to 0.9 and a tactical missile 0.6 to 0.8. The M109A6 Paladin self-propelled howitzer is a mobile artillery system developed by the Ground Systems Division of the United Defense LP. Currently in service with the US and Israeli armies, the Kuwaiti Defense Ministry also opted for this self-propelled howitzer. The amazing fact is that when the crew receives the combat assignment via WAC telephone or digital communication system, they calculate the data required for firing, automatically unlock the locking bracket that locks the howitzer's barrel in marching position, point the gun at the target and open fire, then immediately move to a new location. The fire-and-go principle ensures that the vehicle and its crew are protected from the enemy's return fire. The crew can stay in the vehicle during the whole combat mission because it's equipped with a system of protection against weapons of mass destruction and air conditioning system. Additional protection against shrapnel of the armor armor from shells hitting the turret is provided by the Kevlar underbelly. The main weapon of the self-propelled machine is a M2A2 155mm howitzer with a 39 caliber barrel mounted in the turret on an M182 gun carriage. The range of fire when using regular rounds is 24,000 meters. When firing active rocket rounds, the range increases to 30,000 meters. The Paladin has a maximum rate of fire of 8 rounds per minute or 3 rounds per 15 seconds. It's also equipped with an automatic fire control system with ballistic digital calculator. In case of its failure, the gunner will be able to use the backup optical guidance system. The range of such a vehicle is 342 kilometers at 64 kilometers per hour. 4. Patriot Air Defense. The Patriot is designed to close the sky over administrative and industrial centers and military bases against all existing air defense assets under conditions of strong electronic countermeasures of the enemy and to detect over 100 air targets, prepare initial data for firing and launch, and guide up to 3 missiles at each target. An anti-aircraft battery comprises 4 to 8 launchers, PUs, with 4 missiles in each. The battery is the smallest tactical and artillery unit that can carry out a combat mission independently. The Patriot has a high combat capability. It's in service with the US and is regarded as a promising system for equipping the armed forces of other NATO countries. It's difficult to underestimate the effectiveness of the complex. Its construction is based on the advanced schematic technologies, the use of modern materials and advanced technologies and systems, and units of SAMs. The Patriot SAM system consists of a high-performance radar system and an airborne interceptor missile. A modified version of the system, the Patriot PAC-3, is currently in use and is being exported to other countries. The Patriot system can be delivered at a cost of up to $9 billion per battery of 9 Patriot PAC-3 batteries, 9 batteries with 4 launch systems each, 288 Patriot PAC-3 missiles, 216 GEM-T guided missiles, 10 phased array radar kits, 10 target acquisition checkpoints. It costs $3 million to launch 1 missile. The radar station is capable of detecting and tracking from 90 to 125 targets almost simultaneously in a given sector. The maximum range of target identification is 35 to 50 kilometers with a target altitude of 50 to 100 meters and up to 170 kilometers with a flight altitude of 1,000 to 1,000 meters. Target detection is achieved through the use of a phased array and a fast computer that controls radar operation at all stages. 5. NASAMS 2 SAM system. The Norwegian Advanced Surface-to-Air Missile Systems, or NASAMS, is a medium-range surface-to-air mobile missile system designed to engage air targets at low and medium altitudes in all weather conditions. The system is designed by the Norwegian company Norwegian Kongsberg Companies in cooperation with the American company Raytheon Company System. NASAMS exceeds improved Hawk in its capabilities. NASAMS is capable of engaging and tracking a greater number of targets simultaneously, while also reducing reaction time and time required to move the system from stowage to firing position. The number of service personnel is 4 times reduced. It has a greater degree of equipment unification and the ability to interface with other systems. The eyes of SAM, Raider, and MPQ-64 Sentinel has small dimensions and is installed on a normal 4x4 vehicle or trailer. But despite its size, it provides a range of up to 75 kilometers, effective up to 40 kilometers, and up to 40 kilometers in altitude. Command vehicle similar vehicle on which the optical sighting station is additionally installed. Of course, like any other modern SAM system, NASAMS can be integrated into an integral air defense system and receive data from other AWACS-type radars and aircraft. It should also be noted that the AIM-120 missile has a very high speed, about 4,900 kilometers per hour, and can actively maneuver to destroy even difficult targets. Target detection range and altitude up to 75 and 40 kilometers, destroying targets at range and altitude up to 40 and 20 kilometers respectively. The cost of the battery, approximately $64 million. 6. F-16C D fighters, Block 3032, 4042, 5052. The F-16 is a 4th-generation light multi-role fighter from the USA. In spite of its rather respectable age, because the F-16 was created 48 years ago, it's still the basis of the air forces of many countries around the world. All of it because of its constant upgrades. It's easy and cheap to maintain, especially when you compare it with the most powerful US aircraft, F-15E Strike Eagle. For example, the cost per flight hour of today's versions of the F-16 and F-15E is $8,000 to $15,000 and $27,000 respectively. The F-16 fighter has more simple stuffing and only one engine because it was originally designed not only for the US Air Force, but also for various American allies. At the same time, F-16 can perform almost all tasks in the air, from aerial combat to precision bombing. The F-16 can be called quite an interesting aircraft because today there are as many as 10 of its main types alone. Equipped with the latest software, including improved advanced data link, weapons, and targeting, the latest F-16 also has an automatic ground collision avoidance system and more accurate GPS navigation. Thanks to the APG-83 ASA radar, the aircraft can observe the target at a distance of over 370 kilometers. The armament of any military aircraft necessarily includes 2 categories of weapons, air-to-ground and air-to-air. American has guided and unguided bombs as well as anti-radar missiles. Thanks to electronic electronics, it's possible to use weapons more accurately. 7. M1A2 Abrams Tanks. This is the U.S. Army's Abrams main battle tank that can function properly in all weather conditions and is ready for service anywhere in the world. The tank has since covered more than 3,200 kilometers or 2,000 miles in harsh conditions during 3 seasons of subarctic weather, fired hundreds of accuracy shots in extreme cold, and had its additional energy power block unit and many other subsystems tested. The M1A2 Abrams tank is built according to the classic layout scheme. The main weaponry is located in the rotating turret. The control compartment is in the forward part. Power pack compartment is in the rear part of the body. A feature of the tank body is a large tilt angle of the upper frontal armor plate. This design decision could not help but have an effect on the placement of the driver, who with the hatch closed is positioned half-lying in the center of the forward section. The movement of the BM is provided by a gas turbine engine, Avco-Lycoming AGT 1500, thanks to which the M1A2 SAM V2 tank can accelerate to a speed of 30 km per hour in just 6 seconds. In addition, in comparison with a tank diesel engine of similar power, the gas turbine engine of the Abrams model is notable for its lower weight, high technology and reliability, low exhaust emission and sound emission level, as well as easy starting in low temperature conditions. The main armament of the Abrams is the 120mm M256 smoothbore gun, a variant of the RH-120, manufactured by the German firm Rheinmetall under license in the USA. The M1A2 SAM V2 main gun's ammunition includes a wide range of next-generation ammunition with excellent battle characteristics. Thanks for watching. Watch more videos on our channel and subscribe.